Yes, people. Welcome back to Ball Don't Lie. And it was a busy weekend. Busy weekend in basketball and also busy weekend in the personal life. I was back at the nation's capital, London. Met up with a few good friends and also, the bank account. The bank account took a beating. It took an old-fashioned beatdown this weekend, but I, had a good time, had fun, Chelsea winning the Champions League as well. That wasn't, that wasn't the best of experiences, but hopefully my team can, Arsenal can win the trophy with the big ears soon. But a man can dream. But anyway, moving on swiftly, like I said, welcome back to Ball Don't Lie with yours truly, Humphrey. And in this video, we'll take a look at some of the games that transpired on the bank holiday weekend. And looking at the bracket here, some of my picks that I made literally went straight down the drain. For example, this Memphis Miami Heat series, what the hell happened? I had the pick to be 4-3. I had 4-3 to the Bucks, but the Bucks literally get out the brooms because we have a sweep. Because like I said, there will teams coming back to their own arenas and stuff like that will play a massive factor. And I thought there'll still be similarities from what happened in the bubble last year, but this Bucks team was a lot better than I gave them credit for, which I did mention in a previous video that they have improved significantly. But maybe we overrated the Heat, who knows? But I think maybe we probably did. And most of the teams, like obviously the Nets and the Sixers, acquiring Doc Rivers as their coach, they've been a lot stronger. So me personally, I didn't see the Heat going that far in the playoffs anyway, but I didn't expect them to get swept in the first round. I mean, if you're a team that played in the finals last season and didn't have any significant injuries, for example, to your important players, you should not be getting swept in the first round. I'm sorry, but that cannot happen. But hey, they're out, and the Bucks advanced to the conference semis, which, from what I can see, they'll be facing the Brooklyn Nets because they went and made a mess of the Celtics in Game 4. Tatum had to score 50 points to scrape a game for them, but having Kyrie, KD, and James Harden firing on all cylinders. Kyrie having 39 points, KD having 41, and Harden getting 23 points and 18 assists. I'm sorry, but scoring a record 41 points, you're just not gonna win. You're just not gonna win. So I see, so obviously, the Bucks and the Nets should be facing each other in the conference semis unless something freakish happens. But yeah, that I don't see any other matchup but that one. And a good friend of mine actually said to me the other day that he thinks the Bucks and the Nets series will probably be the best series we'll have in this whole playoffs. And I kind of agree with him because I think, in my opinion, they're the best two teams in the NBA and the playoffs right now. Obviously, the Bucks do have an injury to DiVincenzo, which is one of their guard players, but they do still have good perimeter players that can fill in, like Brent Forbes. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that series. Really looking forward to that series. And another one that I want to touch on is the Clippers versus the Mavs. So initially I said it was gonna be Mavs in 7, and then obviously the Mavs got 2 games at the Clippers, the first 2 games at the Clippers, and literally everyone was saying sweep or Mavs in 5. But the Clippers, all credit to them. When they do well, I will give them credit. All credit to the Clippers. They came back and they've evened the series, stole both games at the Mavs, and they're going back home, which at this point it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. Momentum is in their favor right now, and Luka Doncic, he seems that he's got a little bit of an injury, but and also his backup teammates, like for example Porzingis, he's been awful the playoffs. Luka's getting absolutely no help. Do you know what I mean? There's only so much he can do, and right now he's not getting any help from his co-star in Porzingis. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And in these playoff series, you can't really overreact too much. There will be ebbs and flows and results, and in games. So we'll see how that one materializes. But I can't lie to you. I'm seeing Clippers in 6. I will admit when I'm wrong, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And also, quickly touch on the Lakers and Phoenix Suns as well. This was also a series that I said in my last video that due to Chris Paul's injury, I don't see them winning another game. And they've tied the series 2-2 going back home. And also with Anthony Davis's groin injury, who knows how far LeBron's gonna take him, and who knows if AD is gonna come back as well, because AD has been battling injuries since he's gotten to the NBA. For such a great big man in the league, he's very prone to injury, and has shown again this time. But we'll see what happens. Also, I want to touch on the Knicks versus the Hawks. See, now I said Knicks in 7, and it looks like it's gonna be Hawks in 5. You hate to see it. The Knicks are good. They're cool, but their star player Julius Randle, who hasn't turned up in the playoffs. And this is what happens in the playoffs when you have expectation on you. You have when you've been doing well, you've been doing well all season, and now it's playoff time. Now this is where this is where you make your money. There's all eyes on you. The expectations are an all-time high. Especially with the New York Knicks fans as well. They, for a team, right? They know the Knicks' limitations, but obviously they're very passionate and they expect a lot, especially from their star player, and he just has not turned up. So I don't see this going any more than 6 games, and this will be in the favor of the Hawks. Like I said, they just score easier. From what I've seen from this bracket so far, you can see how strong the West is compared to the East, because there's a lot of Utah Jazz, Memphis is 2-1 to the Jazz right now, with Memphis having the chance to tie at 2-2. Obviously the Mavs Clippers series is 2-2. Denver Portland, which I'll speak more of in the my next video, 2-2. The Lakers Suns 2-2 as well. So you can see it's very close. It's very close. I'm very intrigued to see who's gonna come out. I do see a few upsets, but we'll keep an eye on those. But obviously in the East, it's so top heavy. As of right now, Philly leading 3-0 to the Wizards, and it looks like it's gonna be a sweep, unfortunately, because Westbrook is battling a low ankle injury. But ankle or not, I didn't see them get more than a game or 2. Obviously, like I just said, the New York Knicks down 3-1. The Bucks sweeping the Heat, and also the Nets looking like they're going to do a gentleman sweep, winning it in 5. But either way, I feel like the next round is going to be very exciting. It's going to have all the best teams in there, and yeah, I can't wait to see it. And last but not least, I do want to just quickly touch on how the fans have been behaving coming back into the stadium. Like I said, I love fans back into fans occupying the arenas. It creates that nice playoff atmosphere. And for me, don't get me wrong, I love all the verbal abuse they give to the players. I give me the negativity, Jerry. Give me the negativity. I want it in the playoffs, but within reason though. Do you know what I mean? You have to reel it in a little bit. But stories coming out about Kyrie. They're throwing bottles at Kyrie. They're throwing popcorn at Westbrook. They're spitting on Trae Young. Fans getting arrested. Fans getting stadium bans. I'm sorry, that can't happen. You gotta tone it down. Do you know what I mean? Just relax a little bit. Because I don't want there to be a situation where they say, they're gonna reduce the fans' entry into the arena because you want the full capacity, but like fans do have to behave themselves as well a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so far so good. I'm still keeping my eyes peeled for these games, and I think tonight, if you're watching this tomorrow, but tonight is the I'm looking at the game, but my mind's gone blank. tonight is is Philly versus the Wizards, and also the Jazz versus the Grizzlies. But yeah, like I said, I'm keeping my eyes peeled, and I can't wait to see, you know, how this all turns out. And also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know, hit that notification bell as well, so it updates you when I next post a video. Also, follow all my socials, so I'll leave them in the link below. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.